inspirational, revolutionary for a large number of people, and the start of much better villains in the Marvel Universe. Thank God for this movie.
I will give credit where credit is due. The fact that this got made is quite a testament. I'm very much giving kudos for that, and everybody turned in a good performance. I will say, though, that it's kind of disheartening when more of your villains are the interesting characters than your main character, when any other character in the movie is overshadowing the title character. But, you know, it was an enjoyable movie, just very much overshadowed by what was to come. If this were like a Phase 1 or Phase 2 movie, I'd probably say a little more higher praise of it, but it just feels rather mediocre.
Wakanda forever! Also, what are those?
Problematic, yet very childish and innocent. If I were 10 years old, I would love this movie, but as it stands, it's not one of the best.
I was very bored by it. It was not very good at all. I don't know whether they were trying too hard or not hard enough. A lot of stuff just did not make sense there. It feels like it wanted to be pretty, but it didn't do a very good job of it. Also, the little kid is really creepy.
Man, that movie.
Simply the best Disney movie of the year. This is a very hard movie to top, and honestly, it is just fantastic. Go see it.
Damn. Just damn.
Well, a lot of people have problems with it, and while there are parts that just don't really make sense when you compare it to the other Star Wars films, I'd say it's pretty enjoyable.
This film is very safe. It's not bad, but it doesn't do anything particularly grandeur. This one is consistently okay throughout the whole entire movie.
Shh. Oh, sorry. It was better than Rogue One?
A sequel after so many years that is far more predictable than it really needs to be. Still, it had fantastic action and it was very funny. I enjoyed it.
I would like this movie if it weren't just a big retread of the first movie. It is still a lot of fun, especially the parts with like Jack and Edna. But yeah, it's kind of disappointing, especially the fact that you had to wait like over a decade for this film to finally come out.
Not as good as the original. Nice animation though. Also, Edna and Jack spin-off. Make it happen.
This sequel should have been praised a lot more than it was. Unfortunately, after Infinity War, it just feels not as big, pardon the pun. Still a fantastic movie, and I highly encourage you to go see it.
I really like this movie, but I know it's not great. I at least had a lot of fun watching it. It's following on the heels of Infinity War, and it's kind of like a nice moment of brevity. I will say, though, there were parts of it that didn't make a whole lot of sense and took huge leaps in logic, and also that one like mob boss guy felt very superfluous to the whole thing.
Not the best Marvel film, but still lots of fun. But god damn that ending.
I was highly surprised by how much I enjoyed this. This is your childhood wrapped into one single package. Highly recommended, one of the best movies of the year.
I was very close to putting this as number 1 for my list. The story is very cliched. It's basically like the same as you see in a lot of films like this. But what it does right is it just knows how to do dem feels. And it just does a great job of that, and I really feel like this film is underrated.
I'm not crying, you're crying. Also, Pooh Bear!
This film is better by any accounts than it has any right to be. Sure, it's somewhat predictable, and there's a lot of things that are just okay about it, but it is still visually impressive, and I say go watch it.
This film is very pretty. I felt this one was like Tim Burton's Alice in Wonderland if it were done better. It's still not great, but it at least does a better job of making you care about the protagonist. And also, I will say though that the Sugar Plum Fairy's turn in the end doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, or at least her plan doesn't make sense.
It's harmless. Not great, but it's okay.
Not nearly as good as the first film, but still very enjoyable, witty, funny, and a lot of fun to watch.
I think it was a lot of fun, a lot of gaming and internet jokes that they were very hit. The plot, though, I feel is weaker than the original movie, but that did not stop me from enjoying it.
Not the memes! Not the memes! Ah!
Another one that's not as good as the original. It tries to do some things different and does follow a lot of the same beats as the original film, but it still has the same heart and charm as the original, and I loved every second. Still don't understand why Mary Poppins didn't come sooner, though.
Again, we have another one that's basically retreading everything, but more so in the music. Every song feels like it's a retelling of what was in the original film. But I do enjoy the new plot a bit. I feel that's where they get a little more creative. So yeah, I mean, I like this film. I don't love it, but it's definitely up there.
It's supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Okay. I mean, music's nothing special, but there's decent performances.
Hey, this is Megami33. Thank you for watching Zenith Will Review. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more awesome videos. If you like what you see, check out the Patreon page at patreon.com/ZenithWillReview.